So I've got a drone laying colony of bees over there. It's my only colony. This is my last ditch attempt to save that colony. So I've got a new queen in there. I've got that queen from Black Mountain Honey, Lawrence over Black Mountain Honey. I will link them in the description, not sponsored by them. I've also got this. Now generally you can't just introduce a queen into a drone laying colony. They'll kill the queen because they think they're queen right, because they've got drone brood in there. So I'm going to make an unorthodox method, is I'm going to try and put the queen on a frame in that colony beneath this cage for 4 or 5 days, so she starts laying hopefully under this cage, and hopefully that'll introduce the open brood pheromone and queen pheromone back to the colony and persuade the bees that this queen is better than their drone laying workers. So we're going to open the hive up now and find a suitable frame. You can see there the queen and her attendants. Now what causes the colony laying workers? The absence of a queen and the absence of worker brood. So the worker brood and queen pheromone suppresses the ovaries of the female bees. The female bees can lay worker bees, but they can only lay drone brood because they're not mated. So basically an evolutionary mechanism kicks in. They start to lay drone brood to save their genetics. So those viable drones will go out and mate with queens from other colonies and save the genetics of the hive. However, the hive itself is doomed. So what I want to do is I want to find a frame that's got a bit of honey and open comb for the queen to lay in. So you can see there they've tried to make a queen cell. That attempt will be futile. They don't have any brood, any worker brood to make a new queen with. So I'm trying to find a frame where there's a bit of honey and some open comb for that queen to lay in. So I reckon I'm going to go with this end frame. Have a look at this end frame. You see that drone brood there all over that frame. They're also getting a little bit honey bound in here, so I'm backfilling this brood box with honey because of a lack of brood. So I have to try and fix that at some point. Hopefully once the bees is laying, they will start to move the honey up into the super, we hope. Okay, so we've got some open cells there the queen could lay in. I could put the cage over there. There is some honey and nectar too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the bees off this frame. I'm going to take it away. I don't want to be fumbling around with my gloves on and bees buzzing around me trying to get that queen under that cage, because I don't want us to fly away. I want to get the attendant bees under there with us. I'm going to take this away inside, put the queen on the frame, bring it back. In the meantime, I'll get these bees off just with a bee brush. It will agitate them, but needs must. Give them a bit of smoke, try and calm them down a little bit. Just while I do that, I'm going to pop a crown board on the top. Okay, so I'll go for this kind of area on this frame. There's open comb there for the queen to lay in, and there's some honey. What I've got to work out now is how to get the queen and the attendants underneath this cage on this frame without them escaping. So we're going to have a go. Plus this frame has got a hole there you can put fondant on for slow release. It's got a cover, so what I'm thinking is if I get this on this frame, if I can just slide this back and hold that over there, maybe the bees will just go down. So I think that's what I'm going to try. So that'll be the only place for them to go. Be down that hole. So let's see if we can coax them to go down there. There is honey down there and nectar. So hold that there for a minute and just hope that the bees make their way through that hole underneath that cage. Obviously. Okay, so that didn't work. So what I've done is I've removed the fondant stopper from there. I'll take the last of the fondant out, slide that under, and then hopefully the bees will come out, including the queen. So what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to remove the rest of this fondant. Okay, fondant's removed, so the bees can get out now. Let's lift this. Slide that queen cage under, put that back. Okay, so there we go. So they should make their way out now. The queen's got a bit less space than I liked, because that queen cage is taking some space up. I might leave that a minute and see if they make their way out, and then remove the queen cage. Now some attempt at bees to escape, 2 of them, but I've caught them. So I'm kind of hoping that now the queen is under that cage, I can coax them to go down through that hole. The queen is now below there. Hopefully these bees will want to go down there. Okay, so there's nothing keeping the queen in that cage now. The fondant stopper's removed. They can walk out. I was kind of hoping I could get them to walk out and remove the cage, but it doesn't look like they're going to. So I'm going to take this frame now, pop this back in the hive. Okay, so I'm back at the hive. I'm going to give it a little bit of smoke. Take this crown board off. I want to get this frame in the centre of the colony, so I want that queen pheromone radiating around. What I'm going to do, so we pop this frame in. And I'm going to sandwich it. So the frames were squeezing together and holding that queen cage up against the other frame. So hopefully the bees won't get in there. I don't know, we'll see. They might gnaw their way through. But we'll see. So I'll get this put back together. We'll open it up in about 5 days and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned. Okay, so it's been 5 days. So what we're going to do is open it up now, lift that cage and see what's going on. Okay, so it's been 5 days. Okay, so it's this frame here. Now I don't know what the outcome's going to be of this. In the worst case scenario, the queen is dead under there. Another scenario, they've gnawed their way through, killed her. I think best scenario is she's still under there. Release her and see her being accepted by the bees, but we'll see. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so the bees I've got in there, they've got in, they've gnawed their way under. There is our queen cage. Fondant's still there. So they've released her themselves. All I can do is get my frame rests, do a hive inspection, and we'll see if we can find the queen in there. Now she's marked. She's marked, so we should find her hopefully. If she's in there. If I didn't kill her. Definitely not on that frame. They are going to get a bit honey-bound these, and I'll do something about that. Okay, that frame got quite a lot of empty cells on it. Both sides where a queen could lay, providing we've got a queen. If she's anywhere, she's probably going to be on these middle frames. Okay, I've been through all the frames once, and then I'm back through them a second time. Now, considering this colony have not had a queen for probably 3 weeks or 4 weeks maybe, there's still a lot of bees. So that's where the queen cage was. You can see the bees have been gnawing away at that. So I've been through every frame in that brew box 3 times. Can't find the queen. So this is a scenario I didn't want, because now I don't know. Maybe she's in there and I just can't find her. Maybe they've killed her, they're still queenless. So what can I do? I can wait a week, a few days, open it up again, look in that brew box for evidence of a queen, have another look for her. If there's any brood in there in a week's time, confirm they have got a queen. If not, so we'll record that. I'll open it up in a week video. So if you want to see that, hit subscribe. If you enjoyed that video, even though it seems to me it was a failure, don't know, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.